So I'm going to be talking about the phylogeny of the Spea Hammondii, or the western spadefoot toad. The western spadefoot toad is a small greenish-brown toad with dark reddish spots on the back, and it has a white belly. It has golden-colored eyes with vertical almond pupils, and on the back of its hind legs are black spade-shaped wedges, which help it dig burrows, and that's also how it gets its name. Here's a kingdom tree, and the Spea Hammondii belongs to the kingdom Animalia. And the reason is because it contains all of the qualifying characteristics to be an animal, and these include having a cell membrane, peptoglycan cell wall, eukaryotic cells, specialized tissues, and being a mouth eater. Here's a phylum tree for the kingdom Animalia, which the frog is in. And the spadefoot toad belongs to the phylum Chordata here, and so do all of its relatives. And the reason is because they all develop a notochord at some point, and they all develop from larvae with a post-anal tail and possess pharyngeal gill slits. They also have bilateral symmetry, segmented bodies, a coelom, hollow nerve cord, and endoskeleton made of bone or cartilage. These are three relatives. These are the common names: the Couch's spadefoot toad, eastern spadefoot toad, and hunter's spadefoot toad. They're not of the same genus or species, but they're in the same phylum. This is the Couch's spadefoot and the hunter's spadefoot. The difference is that the Couch's spadefoot have their spades are slightly crescent shaped, while the others are not. So the spadefoots can live in a wide variety of habitats, but mostly they're found across the eastern United States. They're most abundant in coastal areas with low elevation, and they prefer dry sand and soil, but when they breed, they can breed in small puddles or small ponds without fish. They're extremely fossorial, which means they like to dig burrows and live inside, but heavy rains may cause them to emerge. And when they do, they breed around wetlands and areas of dampness. This shows their distribution in California. Most of them are around the coast. So adaptations. The first adaptation is that they can burrow in the ground for up to 10 months at a time, which helps to avoid the harsh climate in certain desert areas. And then they have their body fluid concentration is as high as 600 osmoles, and their urea can make up as much as half of that. This allows for them to store nitrogenous waste and conserve water for extended periods of time. This helps when they live in their burrows. These toads can also store and metabolize their fat, and they can utilize dilute urine to replace body fluid deficits in their body. These adaptations allow for them to survive in a wide range of habitats. This is an example of a typical food web in which the spadefoot would live. So the spadefoots are carnivores, and they're usually secondary consumers in an ecosystem. The toads primarily eat insects, spiders, snails, and worms. They occasionally eat small fish, and they're preyed on by larger animals such as foxes, hawks, snakes, and dogs. So to recover the fossils, usually they just excavate sedimentary rock and inspect it. The first one was found in 1859 in Arizona. There are two clades in this genus, and these two subgroups, the Spea Hammondii. So this western spadefoot belongs to the western clade, which was found to date back to the late Pliocene, which is about 3 million years ago. And